Hi, I hope you're doing well. I want to pop in really quick and just talk about the week ahead, basically from August 5th right into August 10th. The reason why I'm doing it this month is because we do have a very active month, and I just thought I would talk about a few things that might be happening on the world stage and probably in your life as well. Right now, the sun and the earth are in the gate 33 and the gate 19, and this is where we're having our new moon. But right after, on August 5th, we have the sun and earth moving. The gate 7 is logical energy, and the gate 13 is abstract energy, but very, very impactful energies because they are both roll gates as well. These are part of the cross of the Sphinx, which is really about direction and moving forward in life. And roll gates are gates that basically connect with your personality profile line. Gate 7 is logical leadership. It's also called the army. Now, this is a support for the democratic leadership, or it's a power behind the throne, but basically it's leadership. Now, the one thing about this is it does put a big focus on the leaders of the world, or the leaders in general, and leading even in your life. The other thing that we do have with Earth in the gate 13, we are grounding into this energy, or I find that the Earth can be the manifestation of the energy, where the sun is more of an illumination of the energy. Basically, this is really talking about secrets being revealed and big secrets being revealed. So how that plays out, we will see as it moves forward. So personally and globally, this is a time to sort of be looking at your direction in life. And with Mercury retrograde, it is a good time to be looking ahead at where you want to move forward in the future. We also have Venus moving into the gate 59, and that's going to be happening on August 6th. And this is going to be, Venus will be joining Mercury. Now, Venus brings this energy of it's called preemptive strike. It's in detriment as soon as it moves in. And this preemptive strike is really talking about the idea of not really doing your homework before you move on, and not really having all the information you need before you move into some sort of an action. So that can be the theme that we're looking at with Venus in there. And that won't be in there for very long, but it does sort of start the whole process of potentially stepping into something that you haven't really prepared for, and being in a situation where now you're in it and you think, okay, what am I going to do now? And that is sort of not where anybody wants to be. So really doing your homework and checking things out and making sure that you have all the information that you need, especially with Mercury retrograde, where communication can be a little bit more spotty than normal, might serve you well. Globally, on August 5th, Jupiter moves into the gate 35, line 5, and it goes into detriment. Now, this is one of those wonderful times where we look at this idea of an energy, or a planet being in detriment, and we look at it and say, well, this is in detriment, but it doesn't really sound like it's so bad, you could say. And that's the whole point of exaltations and detriments. They don't always look at positive and negative. They can just be duality of the energy. And so in this case, Jupiter is moving into an energy where there is something that is being done, and this could be personally or it could be globally, as I said, and it really talks about this idea of making a decision that may not necessarily be to your benefit personally, but it is to the benefit of a lot of people, or communal benefit. So making a sacrifice for the betterment of the community. And so with Jupiter in this energy, it can bring this feeling of regret for doing something, but it also comes with the idea that you have done the right thing, the honorable thing, you could say. August 7th, we have Mars moving in, and it's connecting with Jupiter in the gate 35. This is really pushing the theme of advance and progress and moving ahead. When we look at Mars and Jupiter together, it's always going to bring the themes that they sort of represent. So we're looking at themes of advancing and moving ahead with Martian and Jupiterian topics. And this could be trying to gain progress in wars, conflicts, technology, strategic moves, diplomacy, and initiating new ventures. Jupiter and Mars here can also foretell significant financial events. And so this is something that we could really watch happening as we go through Jupiter and Mars in this energy from the 7th until the 14th. So we'll see how that plays out. We also have what I don't normally talk about, a nodal color change, and this is in the nodes. And basically, the nodes move quite slowly, and they move through the colors retrograde. So in other words, they move from the 6th line down to the 1st line. So on August 5th, we're going to be moving from the nodal color of the 2nd line to the 1st line, which moves us from hope into fear. That is going to be an environment of potential, that feeling of fear. So what that really says is that you could be in the environment and feeling that energy all around you, but it may not necessarily be something that you have to tap into because this is kind of what the nodes can do is they bring this environment. And if you're not aware of how it can be playing out in your life or how you're feeling, because sometimes you can have this sense of fear, and I'm not trying to say that fear is not part of strategy and keeping yourself safe, but sometimes we can sort of get into this fear mode and it doesn't necessarily serve us. And it really isn't something that we have to feel into. And so this is where we're sort of alerting ourselves to the concept that this could be in the environment for the next little while up until basically the 14th of August. The first line and the fourth line are together. We're looking at transference or a moving from themes, and this could mean that we're moving from themes of first line to fourth line, which is from fear to need. So those might be some very strong feelings that we have or an environment we feel. And it could even almost be this need of wanting to buy things or needing to be safe or a lot of different things that can sometimes push us into directions that we don't necessarily need to move into if we're aware of exactly what it's saying for us. And last but not least, with the sun and the earth in the gate 7 and 13, we are really looking at global leadership. We are really looking at the leaders around the world. One thing I do think is interesting is the sun is going to be exalted in the gate 7 line 4, and that is going to be happening from August 8th, 5 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time to 10 p.m. And this really does talk about a leader who abdicates because they know that it's the will of the people and they know that it's better for the people. How that will play out or if it will play out at all is something I can't say for sure, but I just thought it was an interesting thing to mention in passing, just in case something does happen on the global stage. With that said, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Until next time, take care and bye for now.